Today in this video, we are checking out the Sky Biomes Add-on. Now, this has been highly requested by all of you because of its price tag. 1,170 is a lot of Minecoins. If you guys have any other add-ons you'd like me to check out, just leave some comments down below. I'm going to work through these as fast as possible. So 1,170 Minecoins is £5.79. This add-on is nearly $7. The description says, explore the Sky Biomes Add-on with its vast variety. Each biome offers distinct challenges and beauty. 40 plus food items, 6 bosses, 10 accessories, new biomes, new ores, and new tools. Because Minecraft Bedrock Edition is getting new technology every single update, things like this are now starting to be possible, and we should see more content like this in the future. What I noticed is this does include the end dimension as well. A lot of people have complained about the boss's AI. Let's see how it plays out. File size of this add-on is 21 megabytes. As a positive with today's add-on, none of these sky biomes are going to spawn unless the player turns it on. And that's how these add-ons should be. Nothing should just instantly spawn in your world. And with that being said, once you do have this installed in a new or pre-existing world, you are going to be given a guidebook that needs to be placed on the ground. If you lose this guidebook, get yourself 4 pieces of dirt in a crafting table and you can make a new one. The next page outlines updates. Question mark, question mark, question mark. So a new update is expected soon. So if you have some feedback for the creators, leave it in the comment section. We then get into the settings tool. Now, we're just going to very quickly make this. I think you should spawn with this, being honest with you, but you can make this on a brand new world very easily with some sticks. Now, before we open it, it says, use this item to adjust the settings available. As a warning, please load any chunks before enabling structure gen to prevent destroying anything important. So I'm kind of curious as to how this is going to work with my hub. Structure generation toggle. Structure gen, rates, adjust the spawn rate of the islands, toggle biome, toggle each biome to enable their spawning. So if we tap on this now, you have to turn this on for the structures to start generating, and then you have spawn generation rate. For the sake of today's video, I'm going to ramp this up all the way to 20, and we have each and every single possible biome which you can turn on or off, being the luminous biome, sky, jade leaf, ethereal, luminous, bell boss. All of the different bosses can be turned on and off as well. So yeah, this is down to player discretion. I'm gonna hit submit. We're gonna do a little bit of exploring and actually see how this works. Now, in terms of what's available, it tells you the bosses and their health. So we do have a tree ent, which has a health of 45, an attack of 7, and it spawns in this biome right here, and it can drop these. We have the bell boss. So these are all of the available bosses that you can find, and they do all drop something special that is, in fact, a Hydra as well. And I think towards the back end of this book here, it explains we have the Scale God, which is the final boss in the end, and it will judge if you're worthy. So I'm gonna do this with iron. It's not fully maxed out, but it is relatively strong, just with protection 1. Oh, there we go. There we go. So yes, you do need to be incredibly careful, and you're probably gonna need some kind of wings or a lot of dirt to tower yourself up, because they can load in these chunks. I mean, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, guys. The biome does look pretty cool. But they're not like preloaded. You have to go to a new area for them to load in. Let's see. So this is made up of custom blocks that you're able to get here. I probably should get myself a pickaxe as well. So Sky Dirt. Yeah, so all of these blocks you can take and you can use them for your own decoration purposes. So let's see if we can chop down these trees. Okay, the breaking speed. Let's do /enchant at P, and we'll do efficiency 4 and see if this can be sped up. No, still limited. Efficiency doesn't make any difference to these, but the biome does look pretty cool. So this one here is going to be sky logs. We also ended up with eggplant seeds. So throughout today's add-on, there is a whole bunch of new food types. What's this here then? This is just going to be a double tall rose. Okay, so I think on these islands somewhere, there is meant to be a boss. I have them all enabled. Is it meant to be like a cloud? Yes, so we have like the clouds. Maybe this one doesn't actually have a boss. Oh, new ores. Okay, yes. So there is a lot of new ores. I'm guessing this is the ruby. It is. Ruby can be used to make armors and tools and weapons and things like that. Let's do /enchant at P fortune 3 along with efficiency. No difference in the speed, but can you get more bang for your buck? The answer is no. See, I'm a sucker for attention to detail, and it's small things like that that definitely make the difference between a good and a bad and a mediocre add-on. They are going to update this in the future, but I think that stuff should be here from day one. I do not see any bosses on this one at all, and no way to kind of enter. Is it under here? I don't think it is. No, I don't think it is at all. The island is crying. So this is meant to be like a different type of... Okay, so it feels like wool. It's sky rain. I wonder if you could take that and like place it down somewhere. It would begin to rain. I'm going to keep searching this island, but we might need to go and find ourselves a completely separate one. Ah, so we can get the saplings and take them ourselves and grow our own trees. That's pretty cool. We can turn this into a crafting table. That works like normal. There is trapdoors, and you can make a door, but there is no sky, like, planks. So we type in sky. Yeah, so you cannot seem to get planks and stuff like that. So a large proportion of things, in my opinion, for this price tag are definitely missing from first glance. So I wanted to see how common these islands can actually be. The one we've already been to generated there. Oh, one just generated right in front of me. Does this have a boss? Oh, it does. Okay. So when you get close, an animation will pop up to indicate that there is a boss there. You can kind of see me in the corner there with the camera commands. Okay, so does it attack straight away, or do I have to attack it first? Okay, so this one gives you the ability to be lifted up in the air. No movement, though, from this. No movement at all. Very lackluster in AI for these bosses, to be honest. Not very challenging at all here. And to be honest, I didn't even have my... Oh. I take that back. What? I take that back. I mean, the damage it did was pretty insane in one go, but I think very avoidable. I think very avoidable. This can be turned on and off, by the way. You end up with special abilities. You just tap them. You don't wear them, and it gives you a speed boost. But a lot of people did say the boss's AI was just not very good, and I can definitely see that. I want to know, what is the other incentive for coming to these islands, though? Like, I would probably come here, take the saplings and the food, and then probably leave. The fact that we can't break these with efficiency really, really annoys me. So this is Sky Tone. Let's see what this one is, though. So it might be a different kind of wood type here. Let's double check. This one is Sky Log. So I think it's the exact same as before. Once again, can be made into a crafting table and into these special trapdoors. But that is about it. I'll continue to search these islands. See if we can find anything else that's kind of worthy of you going to them. I like the temple. I like the concept, but it's definitely lacking in something. I mean, this one also looks relatively cool, but here is an example of it taking over terrain here. This has already generated in pre-existing chunks here. This one comes with a different ore, but does not seem to come with any kind of boss. What's this? Let's see what this is. This is just going to be a regular block. It is dirt. We managed to get ourselves a little bit of cobblestone there. This is just going to be the regular dirt. Yeah, so just luminous dirt. Let's try the trees then. Let's see if these can be converted into anything special here, like stairs or walls or fences or anything like those kind of things. Don't get me wrong, though. I do like, I mean, kind of very similar looks to the same as the pale garden one. We'll place this down. We'll tap on this. Yeah, once again, really bizarrely, only like 2 things on offer. I mean, the doors do look pretty cool, I guess. I like the design of these. And I also like the look of the trees. It is covered in vegetation as well. So flowers. This right here is ferns. This one is white flower. What's this? Special kind of... Maybe you get special kind of saplings from that. That's going to be a tall fern. I wonder if there's special saplings. No. Yeah. Golden wheat seeds. Aha. Okay. So this is used in recipes that I'll show you guys in a bit. I mean, I like some of the blocks. I like some of them, but some of them I don't. I also did check this one again, and I didn't see anything different compared to when we first checked it out. Just 2 crying islands. No boss in sight. I don't know how many different biomes there are, but we'll try and load them all in. Here is a different type of island. So this is the kind of thing I was expecting. They don't always have to do something. People would like to live in a floating island, I guess. We'll go ahead and break this. This produces the jade leaf. I like the block of these. Okay, so this is going to be the final clarification with the whole wood situation. So we'll grab 2 of these. We'll convert them. Let's make another crafting table here. And let's place this down. I'll just try and make the stairs myself. Yeah, not possible. You can make sticks and stuff though. But in my opinion, that's a very, very big missed feature for an add-on asking for a decent price. So I went to spectator mode to see if I could see anything inside of the island, and I couldn't. And then I went back to creative and noticed there was another type of ore available inside of this. This one right here is going to be jade ore. I'm going to change my game mode here to survival and see if fortune and efficiency works on this. And if you get more bang for your buck, you don't. You end up with raw jade ore, which has to be smelted inside of a furnace. The next island that's generated in looks more like a temple, and honestly I think this one looks the coolest so far. I love the tree on this one. I believe there is also going to be a boss on this island, and in terms of what the wood is like, I'm not going to keep making these into crafting tables. This one is just going to be jade leaf again, and like I said, there's a lot of decorations on these that are obviously designed for people to take and use in their own worlds. Let's kind of go down in here, because there is something in the bottom there. No other mobs, though. Apparently, it's just the bosses that are available. And he's there. I'm going to put this on. We're going to head down here. Okay, so no custom animation for this guy. Okay, he's definitely a lot stronger than the one before then. I'm going to have to be a little bit more cautious with this guy. Yep, he's trying to hit me. Let's see what the... Oh, yeah, okay. So I take it back. This guy's a lot stronger than I was expecting. Has a shield, so I'm not doing any damage to him at all. So let's try and get a little bit closer then. Oh, okay. I'm going to need another totem. I'm going to need another totem. I'm going to have to eat as well. This would be now my chance to attack. How strong is he? So they are mini bosses. Mini bosses is what they're designed to be. On this occasion, he dropped a balloon, which gives you a jumping ability, which can be toggled off by the player. It's just no sounds or anything like that. It's just the custom animation texture, and that's it. Yeah, not my favorite. But the temple is pretty cool. I'm going to try and, like, mine through this island and just see if there's anything else inside of here, because there's surely got to be something. But I checked the guidebook, and there was nothing outlining what there is to go to each island and find. I think the motive of this is just for you to go to these islands, fight the bosses, and get these special drops that they offer. But I'm going to do /effect at P, and we're going to do hastes real quick here, because we're going to be here forever otherwise. Yeah, nothing special inside of these islands. I think they're just hollowed out. Kind of go down a little bit more. Yeah, that's it. They're just completely... Not hollowed out, sorry. They're just completely solid islands. And that's it. Let's try and load in some more. Now, that one's looking pretty cool. They do load relatively close, which is where players can control how often they are going to generate. But I feel like these islands needed a little bit... Oh. These islands needed a little bit more love with, like, some custom mobs or something like that. I know they've got bosses, but I don't think bosses is for everyone, because it's certainly not for me. I really don't care too much for bosses and things like that, though. But I do like how this one is outlined You're obviously meant to land around here and make your way up to the top for the battle. There you go. So then you end up with a custom animation. This is the bell boss. I remember now. Okay. I'd like to get his weapon, though. Come on, buddy. Let's fight this out. Let's fight this out. Anything inside of these? Okay, a little bit of food. I mean, he's pretty strong. He is a little bit stronger than I was expecting. But again, I've only got iron on. So I think on this occasion, we'll put my chest plate on. I'm probably going to die here. So I'm going to have to move. He's the first one that's actually bothered to somewhat chase me as well. Can we fight him from a distance? Let's do it. Oh, we popped the totem. Okay, I take it back. These are a little bit stronger than I was expecting. He didn't... What did he drop? A bell? Which gives you haste. Literally gives you haste. Maybe this is what you need in order to start breaking across these islands. Well, I don't see any special ore on this one. We'll see if we can find it. Yeah, there it is. The ore on this one is the luminous gold ore. And if we place this down, change our game mode to survival, and we break this, this one gives you the raw version, which has to go inside of a furnace. Let's see if there was anything else. A little bit of XP. You can get a little bit of XP from up here. What else is inside of here? A lot of foods, some arrows, some more XP, a bow, etc. Nothing that's super OP. From what I've seen so far, no other special way up. So we'll put the elytra on and see if we can get a little bit higher here. Can make it up here, but you'd have to fly. But I don't think you're meant to get up here. No, because obviously he falls from here. And that's it. So some of them look like they're pure and simply for decorations, like this one, because another one of these islands has just generated in. We had one very close to spawn. That looks like a slightly different island as well, but there are so many of them. I mean, to be fair, the more the better. It kind of looks so much cooler when there's more of them available. This one's above the ocean. Is it another crying one? Is there something inside of this? No. Very bizarre. Very, very bizarre. Let's have a look. Yeah, nothing stands out there. But we're going to keep loading these in now. These so-called, like, crying ones seem to be the really common ones that I've discovered so far. I don't think they are biome specific. At least it wasn't outlined. And also that lag you see right there is what happens when they are loading in. It can be quite brutal sometimes. The 3 more islands just loaded in. Not sure if we've seen this one before. Let's kind of dig this up a little bit. So this is just going to be Jade Leaf Dirt once again. Okay. Anything else on this island, though? I don't think there is. There is another section to it. No boss living underneath this one. I noticed another type of castle structure with this one. We haven't seen this boss before. Okay, so this one should be interesting. Hello? I think I kind of loaded in from the wrong angle here, and now it's kind of put me in a different camera perspective. What on earth is that? Look at the move. What on earth is the movement on that thing? The movement was horrendous. I have just noticed that the trees on this island have now appeared. So it can take a little bit of time for certain things to kind of load in on the islands, which probably explains why these didn't look complete before. Obviously, I'm doing this with the elytra, and I'm kind of in creative and spectator and stuff. In survival, you shouldn't have too much of a problem. They should probably load in. This time, I'm here with diamond gear. I need to have a little look at this. Okay, now he looks a little bit better. I'm eating this, though. There we go. I'm gonna try and still use iron, I think, though. Yeah, his movement is very, very boogy. Judging by this so far. All right, can we block anything, though? Is it possible to block his attacks? Yes, it is. I don't want to get slammed by his attack, you see. Oh. I want him to hit me one more time. I wonder if he can one-tap me. Sets me on fire. I think he set himself on fire, too. Okay, there we go. Gotta watch out for that. I'm eating this. Probably one of the hardest ones to fight, but I don't know, man. I do agree with the whole AI situation, and only getting one of these does feel very, very underwhelming. Let's kind of fly up a little bit here. If there's anything else that's like worth finding in here. Empty rooms. They didn't even decorate it. Like, the lore I have behind this is once it was kind of owned by humans or some kind of life form, and then it was kind of overtaken by a dragon, you know? But yeah, I feel like the lore is very lackluster in this. And I know I'm being quite brutal, but I have to be considering the price tag. I have to admit, I don't think it's worth its price tag, and it doesn't feel fully complete. I think we've already been to this one before. Look at that lag, dude. Lag is insane. I think we already... Yeah, we've already been to this one. I think. Let's double check. Yeah, so we did have a fight with this one before. I want to see how fast we can kill it. Or it even, like, bothers touching me. Come on. Yeah, instantly and easily killed. I mean, don't get me wrong. These loading around the Echoes hub does look relatively cool. But I know people in pre-existing worlds are just not going to be happy with the way this works. Even if I was to load in a bunch of these chunks, they still generated here. So I'm not sure how true that is. I think for the rest of this video, we will go and check out the end one, see how that one looks. And then I'll go through all of the mobs, because like I said, we've definitely not seen all of them. And yes, this does generate on the main island as well, quite high up. This one's kind of very much out of the way of that, but let's see who inhabits this one, if anything at all. I don't see anything on this. What's it made up of? Obviously, we got this custom kind of grass. This grass is going to be the Ethereal Grove Stone. We have the plants, vines, but nothing else. Nothing else. I'm generally struggling to see the motive for these. Oh, okay. Maybe this is the motive. Hold on. Obviously, we have a new type of ore. This is going to be like for the end-related stuff. Is it ethereal? I think it is. I think it is. Oh! The regular Ender Dragon came this high? I've never seen that before. It was like, yeah, don't touch that island. As soon as you touch that ores, it was kind of chasing me down. Let's go to game mode spectator and see if there's actually anything inside of this. Nope. Nope, there isn't. And oh, there you go. Now it started to load in. Yeah, the loading in is quite slow. Got a game mode creative here. What's this made up of? Mushrooms. Okay, that's obviously meant to be the leaves side of things for this. It's also started to generate in once again in the distance. I mean, these surrounding the main island is probably the coolest ones we've checked out, in my opinion. But no mobs. Still no exclusive mobs on this. Maybe that's why they kept emphasizing updates for this add-on. Yeah, so the tree ant can spawn in the Luminous biomes. Same with the bell boss. Then we have the golden drake, which we did see spawns in Luminous biomes. I don't think they were all the same. Venomous hornet we did not see. You can definitely see that this has a lot more health. We also have the knight, which I think we did fight, and the hydra, which is in the cloud biome. Maybe I didn't quite see that, unless it was meant to be one of them ones. And then we'll also see what else we've got inside of here. Let's keep going. Maybe it's just like an RNG chance and they don't always spawn. It's just a possibility. We have the sentinel, and we also have the dark marketeer. And then obviously we have the scale god, which I don't think we've seen. But we'll go through these. So this is meant to be the end. Okay, now that's a little bit cooler than I expected. It's a little bit better than the other ones we've seen. I don't think they're super strong. Yeah, not super strong. And this one drops the Ent bark. A lot of those are used in recipes in a little bit. This is the bell boss. You've already seen that one in action. This one is the drake. We've seen that one. Hornet. We didn't see this one. The models are really cool. The fact that this doesn't also give you a poison effect is also quite bizarre, I'll be honest. Oh, wow. Okay, much stronger than I expected him to be. much stronger. He can see me from a distance. Hold on. Please leave me alone. I'm not sure I picked up any arrows. I didn't. Don't let him get close to you, Echo. Tell you what, I've eaten my apple now. Okay, he was pretty cool. You end up with a stinger from him. This one is the knight, and he was relatively strong. Can't kill him until he wakes up. I'm going to try and kill him, though, fully before he does wake up. Okay, we got rid of him. This one is the Cloud Hydra. But we never seen that one, did we? Did not see him at all. Comes with a knockback ability. Come on, Echo, get him. Not too strong. We end up with the boost here. They drop the Hydra Tooth. We don't need them. We got 3 more to go through. Which one is this? Place him down. Is that the one we've seen before? I think we might have seen this one before. Yeah, we did. What's this one then? We'll fight both of them. I think this one can give you a cloak. Oh, I was killed by magic on that occasion. I don't know what this is, and I don't even know who or what summoned this thing. What is it? That's kind of... It's a scale... Oh, it's the scale god. Who summoned it then? I don't think this did. Come on, this... You gotta die now, surely. Okay, finally dead. See what the scale god drops. So you end up with... Okay, so here's some of the special abilities. This being the cloak gives you invisibility. This being the shield gives you resistance, and you toggle these on and off. You also end up with runes, which in the book wasn't outlined as anything special and doesn't do anything special. So that's all of the mobs. So the add-on comes with a ton of foods. As I showed you up on the islands, there's special crops you're able to get and grow and harvest, etc. Now, I won't show you guys how to craft them all because I think the creators did do a good job in showing us how to craft them inside of the recipe book, also telling you what it is. So if you needed to find out what it is, you could go in here and you could search for it if you needed to. Towards the bottom is going to be all of these specific recipes. So I'm just going to see what the saturation is like on these. Let's see. This goes up by 4. The next one we have here is going to be a watermelon sorbet. I think they might all go up the same amount. Quite possible. Quite possible they might just go up the same amount here. Let's get a little bit hungry. I'll get a little bit hungry and I'll grab all of them. Or a couple of them. So this is the candied carrots. Waiting for the hunger to run out. 3, 2, 1. Now that one was 4. That one was, I think, also 4. But as a positive, you can't consume these unless you are actually hungry. A lot of the add-ons that we checked out in the past, you literally can eat them whenever. So this is going to be the tomato stew and tomato casserole. That's 2.5. That was quite a bit. Golden wheat. We have fish and chips. Keeping it British here. So let's put this back to this side. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's consume fish and chips. 4. You can move with these. That was quite a lot. So yeah, a whole bunch of different foods on offer. There's even more inside of here. Like, you've got a lot of, like, bowl-related things. Even... Wait, we got cookies. And we got sweet potato bread. I want to try the cookie. Yeah, I'm glad that it wasn't going to give me a lot of saturation. The ones that require you a lot of materials are usually the ones that heal up quite a lot of your saturation. We'll try the tropical one, and we'll also try the fruit salad here as well. Quite a few on them. And that's practically all of the food-related items within this add-on. Now, as you've seen throughout today's showcase, there is various different ores for players to get. Now, it doesn't look like fortune works on any of these, but the available ones are going to be ruby. The luminous gold ore is another one. We have the jade, which is raw. We have the jade ore. So we have the raw version. Oh, this means you can go into that. And then we also have the ethereal amethyst ore. All of these can be made into special armors and tools. Starting with this, a tungsten... What's this? Tungsten bar plus the ingots produces a lance. So if I was to / summon a husk here, there's no, like, special ability, but it does have a strong attack. And then after that, we then get into all of the different pickaxes and armors and stuff. So quite standard with this one. All of the available ores I've just showed you can be converted into these. They're not special. They just work like your vanilla experience. And if we were to do / enchant at P sharpness 5, yes, you can enchant these. And they're a little bit stronger than your regular ones, I guess. And of course, there is going to be a full armor set that you can wear. These don't actually come with special abilities and just offer different types of armor for the Minecraft player, including, I think this might be Jade. Yeah, so we've got the Jade tools and armor. We then have the Ruby tools and armor. And then this is meant to be, I think, the strongest in the game. This is attack 9. So if we were to enchant this one with sharpness, then how strong does it get? All the way to 15. Let's try the armor real quick. I'm going to do / summon a Ravager. See how strong it is. I mean, not very strong. Not very strong. I mean, don't get me wrong, the sword is. Sword is pretty strong, but the armor doesn't stand out. But yeah, not every single tool and armor needs to be powerful. So I kind of like the ores. Just wish that efficiency and fortune worked. I wasn't sure what to call these. I'm guessing trinkets. There is a golden dragon sword with a base attack of 12. I'll go through every single one of these. These look like they're dropped from the mobs. So this is going to be the golden gauntlet, which gives you strength. Jade ring, which gives you hero of the villager. The ruby gives you health boost. Ent sword doesn't give you anything. Necklace gives you water breathing, but you can't have all of these active. This one gives you feather falling, but you can turn them on. Can you turn them on and keep them on? No. So once you drop the item or get rid of it, it goes away. I showed you the shields. This one gives you resistance, and this obviously gives you invisibility. Oops, didn't work there. Let's do this again. There we go. Speed, balloon, which is it, what's this one? Slow falling? Jump boost. And then we end up with a flame book, which I casted a powerful spell. That practically seems to be most of this add-on. In terms of creative, there is obviously a lot more blocks on offer. These, I think, are what the islands are made up of. And obviously, we do have these block versions, which are obviously going to be your ore-related things. But I'm going to be totally honest with you. I'm very underwhelmed with this add-on, considering its price tag. It's nothing personal with Snail Studios. They've done some pretty good stuff in the past, but I think this is way too overpriced. I don't think the islands are good enough. And yeah, for me, it's just an avoid. Sorry.